What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Full 90. It is time for La Liga Week 25 predictions, and this is an intriguing one. Of course, we're still top of the leaderboard for the predictions. We've been absolutely killing it in the European leagues, but last game week in particular was a real tough one for tips in La Liga, and I'm looking to bounce back. There's some high value here on my tips, a lot approaching evens or above, and we have got another classic both teams to score and under 3.5 goals coming up in this video. So real quick, before we get into that, flashing up on your screens are all of the people that are supporting me over on the Full 90 Patreon. It really does allow me to put the extra time required to make all of these videos. And if you want to get involved with the Champions League picks tonight, you can join using the link in the description. And of course, you do get a shout out in every single video. So whilst you're down there clicking on the Patreon link, if that's of interest to you, be sure to leave your predictions in the comments, drop a like, subscribe, and let's kick it off with Celta Vigo up against Osasuna. Celta Vigo drawing with Atletico Madrid 1-1. We had Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid and Villarreal all draw 1-1 on the same day. There were tons of 1-1s last week, but as you can see, we've got the 1-1 draws right here. I think Celta Vigo actually get the win here at home. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win, but instead of going Celta Vigo to win at 1.85, I'm going to tip both teams to score at 1.9. I prefer the odds there, and I could absolutely see this being a score draw. I don't think Osasuna upset the odds and get the win. We did tip over on the Patreon last week Getafe to win away from home at odds of 4.33. We paired that with the Brighton win at odds of 3, so it was the underdog winners double, and that came in at 13 odds, like 12-1, which was insane for a winners double. So I don't think Osasuna with the same odds do what Getafe did last week. I think Celta Vigo get the win, perhaps draw halftime, Celta Vigo full-time. I love that. 1-1 halftime, 2-1 full-time. I think Celta Vigo's second half performances are always good. If you're betting on Celta Vigo, look at the second half goals, because they always seem to play better in the second half when the chips are down. But after this, it is Alaves up against Espanyol. I considered an upset here at 4.5. I considered Espanyol to win 1-0. Alaves 1 win in their last 7. I think you could go Espanyol double chance here at about evens, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw and tip both teams to score an under 3.5 goals instead at 3.25. But honestly, if you don't like the look of both teams to score, maybe Espanyol double chance at 2, I think is really, really good value. I don't think Alaves win here against Espanyol. I just don't. So maybe Espanyol double chance and both teams to score. That's got to be really high odds. Yes, you've got both teams scoring under 3.5 goals at 3.25. Espanyol double chance and both teams to score at 3.6. I think there's a lot of value to side with Espanyol here in this one. After this, it's Rayo Vallecano up against Villarreal. Vallecano finally suffering defeat 1-0 to Barcelona. Villarreal, as I said, drawing 1-1 with Valencia, who, you know, they're a decent team. I know Vallecano's home form is very good, but I just think Villarreal are better. Like, they're 6 points apart in the league, yes, but I think Villarreal are better. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Villarreal and tip Villarreal to win at 2.3. This one could bite me in the bum. Really, it could. You could see a draw. You could see both teams to score. I think if you wanted somewhere to go, you could look at both teams to score. But I just think Villarreal are good enough to get the win. They've lost 1 in their last 7. I'm going to go for it. Push the button. Villarreal to win. Just because the odds are so high. If it was like 1.9 Villarreal to win, I'd look towards the Vallecano double chance and both teams to score kind of angle. But I think at these odds, they tempted me enough to take them. So I'm going to take it Villarreal to win. After this, it is Valencia up against Atletico Madrid. Valencia making their case, trying to get out of the relegation zone, and they're pretty much there now. I don't think they're going to get relegated, but I do think they just miss out here against Atletico Madrid 2-1. And again, the odds are good enough for me. Atletico Madrid to win at 1.9. Valencia decent. You could look at both teams to score, absolutely, but I think Atletico Madrid are good enough to get the win, and they're right up the top there in La Liga. 1 point separating the big three. Same game is played. It's all to play for. Atletico Madrid need to bounce back and actually get a win. After this, it is Las Palmas up against Barcelona. I think we see a lot of goals here. I think Las Palmas score, but I think Barcelona get the win. Finally, 4 wins in a row sees them top La Liga once again, like they did many, many months ago. It was looking like it was almost a done deal, but I think Barcelona get the win here, 3-1, and I'm going to tip Barcelona and both teams to score at 2.37. Following that, we have Athletic Bilbao up against Valladolid. There's no value in the odds of Bilbao to win. We're going to go for a 2-0. Could be more goals, could be a 3-0. I don't see 4. So my tip is going to be Athletic Bilbao to win and under 3.5 goals at 1.8. Much, much better odds than just Bilbao to win. You could go Bilbao win to 0. Sevilla beat them 4-0 just now, and, you know, that was pretty much expected. So Athletic Bilbao, maybe Athletic Bilbao to win to 0 is actually better. Let me check the odds for that. It's not. Athletic Bilbao win to 0 is 1.66. So the odds for that are terrible. We're going to stick to under 3.5 goals at 1.8. After this, it's Real Madrid up against Girona. I think Girona will score in this one, but naturally, I think Real Madrid are going to win. I'm going for a 3-1 win. Do Real Madrid make it past Manchester City in the Champions League? You have to expect that they do. By the time this video goes up, I believe you guys will know that. Maybe? No, by the time this video goes up, they will be playing in 2 hours. So I think Real Madrid progress past Man City, whether that's with a win or a draw in regular time. I don't think it goes to extra time penalties or anything like that. I think they progress to the round of 16, and I think they get a win here. They're winless in their last 3 in La Liga, allowing Barcelona and Atletico Madrid back into the title race. But I'm going to tip Real Madrid and both teams to score at 2.6. After this, it is Getafe beating Girona last time out. Brilliant result against Real Betis. Anthony, what a performance he's having over there in Real Betis with his loan from Manchester United. I believe it's a loan. I actually think that Betis can win this. They're on a good little run. The vibes are high. I know Getafe are unbeaten in the last 6, but I'm just going to go for a Betis 1-0 win. The tip, it's so conservative. Real Betis double chance and under 3.5 goals at 1.61. Under 2.5 goals is 1.5. It's not good enough. And Betis did just beat Sociedad 3-0. That was very, very good. So I'm going to go 1-0. Betis double chance and under 3.5 goals. After this, it's Real Sociedad up against Leganes. Leganes getting a 3-3 draw with Alaves. I predicted a draw. I did not think it would be 3-3. So many penalties. Just crazy. I think Real Sociedad get the win here. They bounce back from this loss to Betis. 2-0. The tip is going to be Real Sociedad to win at 1.55. I thought about Real Sociedad win to 0, but after just conceding and scoring 3, you never know. So 2-0, Real Sociedad to win at 2 at 1.55. The final game, it is Sevilla up against Mallorca. Sevilla with a severe win up against Valladolid, and Mallorca getting the win against Las Palmas, as we predicted. I think I predicted that to be 2-1 to Mallorca, and I think I predicted that to be 2-1 to Sevilla. So both winning last game week. I'm actually going to go for Sevilla to win this. I like that. Sevilla at home. I know Mallorca are having a good season, but if Sevilla win, they're level on points at 34, 2-1. The tip, I really, really like the odds. At better odds than Sevilla to win. Both teams to score at 2.1. I think that's one of the ones where the odds just aren't quite right. Sevilla, home team, better team. Mallorca, having a good season, scoring goals. Both teams to score, looks great. Could be a 1-1, could be a 2-1 to Mallorca. I think both teams to score at 2.1 looks really good. So here's a quick summary of my picks. A very intriguing game week in La Liga. I think if I'm looking at my favorite picks, I like Sociedad to win. I like both teams to score for Sevilla, Mallorca. Obviously, I think Barcelona and Real Madrid are going to win. It's just where do you find value there? I think there's decent value to be had with Atletico Madrid. And also, if you're feeling brave, Villarreal away from home as well. I like both teams to score an under for Alaves Espanyol. And again, siding with Espanyol in any way you can, double chance at around evens. I like the odds of that too. I think there's a lot of value to be had in this week, and I think we're going to improve on last week because last week was a tough one, as I said. But that is going to do it for La Liga. If you did enjoy this video, please do drop a like, subscribe down below so you don't miss any more. We've got Premier League coming up on the channel very soon. That is going to do it from me, and I will see you in that next video very soon.